that's enough.
Ice in the veins, ice in the veins, ice, 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 ice in the veins.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Virtue Motors Arena in Newcastle for tonight's European North Basketball League Group A game between the visitors BK Opava of the Czech Republic and the hometown Newcastle Eagles from England. Big game for both sides. If the Eagles were to win this, they will go straight through the quarter-final. But BK Opava have to win this game if they've got any chance at all of qualifying. So a very big game on hand. And as ever, alongside me, I've got Dave Eldigan. Dave, your first thoughts, please.
Well, the most important thing from the Eagles' point of view, as you've said, that...
Freddie, can you hear me?
is...
It's just, when you were talking there, you were just overpowering us. I couldn't hear a word I was saying.
Not just the team, but also the individuals as well. So, you know, this is a real challenge tonight, and I'm pleased that when they've been faced with a challenge after a bit of adversity, then they have responded with a positive fashion, and they really need to do that tonight, because the performance on Sunday against Surrey left a lot to be desired.
And this team from the Czech Republic, very unusual certainly for British basketball fans. They've got one American and the rest are all nationals of the Czech Republic.
Yeah, they've probably, you know, played together. Typical European teams played together since they were at the junior sections of the club, so we'd expect to see some good teamwork from them. What we really need to see from the Eagles is that the people who've been putting the points in really are going to be consistent tonight. I mean, you know, give Alan Aikins as an example. I know he's been probably carrying a bit of a niggle, but he just wasn't the force in previous games and the last couple of games. But hopefully, fingers crossed tonight, we're going to see an Eagles win. And I think they have another game left in this competition, so hopefully they're getting themselves psyched and ready for the playoff situation.
Yeah, the Eagles have got one game left. The Czechs have got one game left after tonight. The Czechs have got two further games after this. So as I say, if Opava were to win this game, that would put them in a good position to qualify. But the Eagles need to win one of their last two to get through to the next round. Just looking at the starting fives for the Eagles, I've got the starting five, and I'll give you the starting five for the visitors. Just a second, we'll just get that all sorted for you. We'll just get them up on screen now, and we'll go with the visitors first. They start with number 9, Filip Zbranik. They've got number 10, Radek Farsky. Number 22, Rob Howard, the one American. Number 24, Jakub Shiazina. And number 33, Jakub Slavik. That's their starting five. The Eagles starting five is number 2, Josh Ward-Hibbert. Number 3, Mike Okaru. Number 7, Seneca Knight. Number 15, Cole Long. Number 22, Malcolm Del Pesh. Looking forward to seeing the 2 point guards for Opava. Both are very much pass first, shoot second point guards. The captain is number 24, and that is Jakub Shazina. He's averaging 8.5 points a game and 6 assists. And the number 33, Jakub Slavik, he actually averages 9.6 points and 3.8 a game. So it's the Eagles who win the tip. And it's Seneca Knight with the ball. Gives it to Okaru. Nice backdoor cut by Seneca Knight, but the shot is way too long. Howard takes his first rebound. It's Zbranik. He puts it in to Slavik, and Slavik puts it in for 2.
Well, classic fast break there. Ball never touched the ground on a dribble at all. 3 quick passes, simple layup for Opava.
And there's a steal almost by Farsky. and it's given to Eagles. Forsky thought it was his ball, but wasn't given. Shooting guard number 10, Forsky, Radek Forsky. Not normally one of the starters, is tonight. I think that's because they normally have a centre, Simon Purcell, who's got 12.8 points and 6.2 rebounds. He's not here tonight, so that could work in the Eagles' favour. Knight, Delpesh on the back court, but that's a nice play again by Slavic. That's two good plays. He's made a one in each end. Gives it to Zabradnik, and he knocks down the three, and that's a 5-0 start for Opava.
Well, the Eagles have had two good chances at the moment, they just haven't converted them. They've had two good chances and they've converted them, so that's a simple analysis of the game so far.
Seneca Knight at the point. Shakes his head, goes in on, and his fadeaway is good, one of his favourite shots.
Well, Knight, since he's had much more of a game at the point guard position, loves that pushing his defender back and then spinning away from him.
That was a great pass in there by Shazina.
I think their appeals here for an unsportsmanlike foul will not sway at all with the referees, just a common foul, not even in the act of shooting, so it'll be a simple end line ball for Opava.
The foul was on Cole Long. Yeah, Slavic bounces the ball off his own foot, but Forsky picks it up, drives at the basket. Good defense by Okara, he gets the touch. Seneca Knight picks the ball up. Eagles on offense. Knight goes for the three, is just short. Rebound picked up by Shazina. And there's Slavic going to the basket again, doesn't get it, but gets his own rebound, knocks it back to Howard. Howard going in on Delpesh, nice spin move, lays it in for two.
Well, the game is played with the hands mainly, people think, but what fantastic foot there from Rob Howard. He really created all the space he needs to have a simple, wide open layup, all to do the footwork.
Delpesh going for the slam, misses it. Cole Long picks up the rebound. He's hit by behind Howard, and it all results in Josh Ward picking the ball up and putting it in the basket.
Yeah, Opava defense there made a fatal mistake. They thought he was going to score that easy dunk, he missed it, and two of them were already breaking. It left a 3-on-1 situation for the Eagles, which they said thank you very much, and got themselves up on the scoreboard again.
Slavic brings it up, thought about the three, decides not to. Howard will shoot the mid-range, it's off the rim and picked up by Delpesh. Rob Howard, who's leading the Opava in scoring and rebounds, both domestically and in the ENBLeague. It's been quite unusual for him playing in the side where everybody else is national. Knight goes for the long three, misses it. Slavic takes the rebound. He seems to be very, very active early on. There's a nice pass by Shazina. Howard though can't finish it. Ward Hibbett almost loses it after getting the rebound.
Wow. Great recovery there from Josh Ward Hibbett.
Oh, a nice wraparound pass by Seneca Knight. Looked as if he was going to go to the basket there, but he wrapped the pass around to Delpesh. Delpesh lays the ball in for two and is fouled in the act of shooting by Radek Forsky.
Yeah, Josh Ward Hibbett deserves 2 assists for that. One is the way he recovered the ball, but what a great outlet pass. But he took 2, if not 3 defenders out with that one simple pass.
Well, Delpesh is solid from the line, and it's a tied ball game. It's 7 points apiece. Here's Shuzina to Forsky. Screen set. There was a big screen. I was just going to say, Zabranek set a really big screen there, and the referee Steve Ferris decides that was too aggressive and fouled. So here's an interesting move. Deshaun Allen Akins, who didn't play at Surrey and was rumoured to be out for a while, well, he was out 2 days. He's back on court replacing Cole Long.
Quick early substitution from Coach Stuttle. Back to that call there. It was very easy for the referee to make it because you cannot miss any move that Opava are doing because of how bright their yellow uniforms are. But what maybe the viewers can't see at the moment is the scoreboard's lit up with the same yellow for all of their details.
Malcolm Delpesh doing well. Forsky almost broke free. Shazina to Howard. Howard for three is good.
Well, I was wondering after he took that first shot whether Howard had any range, because he took that first shot simply because the defender didn't challenge his shot, but that was a nice cool stroke.
Alan Aikens driving in on Zabradnik. That's a second foul for Zabradnik. Coach Chudek is going to bring...
Coach has that look about him as to what's going on. I don't know whether he's talking to his defender, whether he's questioning the referees or whatever, but he's responded very quickly and done the right thing and made that substitution, so Zabradnik doesn't get in any more foul trouble.
And Jan Shavandruk's on. Howard gets the rebound. Shazina Slavic for three is good.
Well, they haven't got the best of records in the ENBL, and I'm not so sure that they're absolutely setting their own league alight, but I tell you what, they're taking every single opportunity the Eagles are giving them tonight.
3-2 in the European League and 12-8 domestically. So you're right, David. They don't look the most consistent side, but they look very strong early on here. And Alan Aikens has lost that ball off his own leg, so that's going to be an end-line ball to Opava.
And seeing as the last 6 points have come from beyond the arc, the Eagles are just going to have to put that defence out a little bit quick earlier, make contact outside the three-point line, and not just back off thinking that they're not going to take open shots.
Defense.
Forsky for three is good again. Really heating it up, and Mark Stuttle decides that's enough of that and has called a timeout. 3 threes in the last 3 offences, Dave.
Well, 16-9. Their teamwork is so much better than the Eagles at the moment. They're creating these open shots for themselves, and the Eagles are just simply not maintaining position on defensive players who are making like a cross-court cut. That's the 3rd time they've got wide open for that shot from the same move.
Yeah, and when you look at their stats, obviously Howard is definitely the man who's been leading them, but the rest of them are very, very solid and consistent. And as Dave said, when I did a little bit of research on this Opava side, a lot of them have played at Opava for a long time and have played together even nationally under sort of 16s, 18s and 20s and things like that, you know.
Always been the strength of European basketball is how you coach the youngsters and then how you develop them to play eventually in the same systems all the way up through their programme.
I also noticed as well, Dave, there's about 4 or 5 of them actually started obviously in their own country and then went to Spain and played in some of the Spanish academies.
Yeah, well, they've done that obviously. We talk about sending all our young players to college and NCAA in America, but a lot of our, think of Dan Clark, for example, who obviously familiar to me at the moment because of how close we are just after the Surrey game, and obviously he stepped in and taken over there, and he's had a tremendous career in Europe.
So Eagles, Darius Defoe's come on for Malcolm Delpesh. Jordan Spencer has come on as well for Seneca Knight. Josh Ward-Hibbert for the skyscraper 3, doesn't make it. Slavic takes another rebound.
Yeah, you and I were talking before the game, and I said to you, I think Josh Ward-Hibbert is the one player who has really been consistent this season so far.
Yeah, I think a lot of them have had flashes. Michael Cora's done very well, but Ward-Hibbert seems to be very much the leader of this. I like this Slavic, the 33, seems to be doing it at both ends at the moment. He's up to 7 points personal. Darius Defoe, that's a shot he doesn't normally turn down. Spencer for 3 is too long. Rebound taken by Shavandril. Forsky at the other end, that's short. Josh Ward-Hibbert chases it down. Alan Aikens, and that, well. Alan Aikens took that, spun round, and Forsky was standing absolutely dead set.
I don't think there's any dispute in that call at all, but back to back, your point about Darius Defoe, that's the shot he normally makes. I would have honestly liked to have seen him take it there, because the dynamic changes a little bit when he subs in for Del Pesh, because Del Pesh is wanting to play well off the ball, which he does. He's also looking to get to the offensive boards, try and take an offensive rebound and get his points off the putback, where Darius will knock down that 15 to 18 footer. Much more of a challenge for the defense.
Once again, Slavic drives to the basket. This time it's too strong. Christian James, who's just come on for Josh Ward-Hibbert, gets the rebound and brings the ball forward. Alan Aikens to O'Cara. O'Cara playing with a broken finger, I'm told. It's taped together. Wow, Rob Howard, what a block that was. And Alan Aikens can't make it, and Howard's up again. Supremely athletic, takes a great rebound.
How about the skyscraper rebound? Oh,
yeah,
my
and there's
goodness.
another three, this time knocked down by Shazina.
I went straight to Coach Stutel there, and he's looking at his defence, at his bench in disbelief about how unchallenging the Eagles' defence is.
And there's another turnover on halfway, and Shavandrlik is in for two more, and suddenly it's 23-9.
Hand on heart, we were not expecting this, were we?
No.
We were not expecting them rotating off like that. The Eagles have been taken by surprise. The Eagles will have had an arduous journey at the weekend, but I think their minds are still on that shocking performance against Surrey.
Well, you talked about Opava only having a 3-2 record, but they did win in Valmiera Glass at the last game in Latvia, which is a big, big win. They won by a single point, and that's put them in with a chance of qualification again. And the way they're playing here, they've got every chance of moving that on. Eagles already.
Well 23-9 speaks for itself, doesn't it? And, you know, yeah, they've picked up 4 fouls compared to the Eagles too, but I'm not sure how deep the bench is, but we're going to find out because they're making 3 substitutions.
Yeah, just when you thought you'd got the names right, Jeff, here there come 3 more substitutes. It's Radovan Kodjils coming on, Miroslav Kavapil, and then I think Jurečka's coming on as well. Ludek Jurečka now. Ludek Jurečka there is a very unusual player where the Eagles games are concerned, because it's not often that somebody will be coming on court who's actually older than Darius Defoe. This guy coming on the 23 is 41-year-old. Looks like he's going to front up in the front court as well. So he has Knight.
Didn't you say the point guard was 37 as
yeah,
well? Yeah,
point guard's been in Opava for 18 years and he's 37. That's he's actually gone off at the moment, obviously. Foul call very late, but I think probably the right call.
That's the first time we've really challenged them on a one-on-one situation around the basket. Our other attempts around the basket have been where we've outnumbered them, which obviously is not something their defence will want to see repeated too often.
Defoe makes the first from the line. The foul was on number 12, Miroslav Kavapil. He's actually the replacement point guard for Shazina. Darius makes the both, gets the Eagles into double figures, but it's still a 13-point lead. And as I suspected, Kavapil takes over at the point. Little ball inside. And it's 2 more points. Get that right in a minute. Sorry, my mistake. It's 21. Radovan Kodjil, who's the actual point guard at the moment. Christian James coming inside. Alan Aikens has been on a while, hasn't he? I don't think he's taken a shot. Darius Defoe, that's his shot, but he's missed it. Well, this Rob Howard is extremely athletic.
I think he's looking for the title of King of the Boards tonight.
Well, certainly started off that way. Kodjil. Nice pass, great long pass, and Shavandrikl, he makes it. the three from the corner.
I think I'm going to give you a task for the first quarter break, Jeff. Their three-point shooting percentage must be pretty good.
Well, we were having internet problems. There's Alan Aikens in the paint, gets the floater off.
And that's the first real chance they've given anybody on the Eagles team an open look.
Cordial turns the corner inside, too easy. Liverpool once again.
I think that's going to be the conversation on the Eagles benches. How is it they're getting such easy looks?
Alan Aikens to reply. Howard's there and gets the block in and knocks it away. So rebounds, dunks, three-pointers and blocks. He's not done a lot.
Sounds like an MVP performance.
Can't call it after one quarter, but if he continues in this vein, it's not going to be hard to pick it out. Eagles inbound, James to Defoe. Alan Aikens doing well to get some space in there, but once again, Darius Defoe saves it, and he has to get a shot away. Doesn't go. Rebound taken by Shavandril. Cordial. Once again, number 12, Campbell. And that's the end of a quarter. And 33-13 is incredible score. And to answer your question, Dave, that's 6 of 8 from three-point range.
Okay, I mean, honestly, a little bit in shock about this performance from everything I've read about this competition, how the Eagles have played before, etc., etc., etc. But this is an absolute hangover from the performance down at Surrey Sports Park at the weekend. And obviously, Coach Stutel's got a big job here to get this sorted out in this timeout. Their defense just is not chasing everything down. And their teamwork off the ball is good, which has always been the case with all the European teams that have come here. The Eagles have beaten them on pure individual performance, but that's just not going to work tonight. Anyway, just a little story about Darius Defoe. I mean, you all know who our favourite commentator is, Danny Routledge, because he's the most knowledgeable. I was commentating with Daniel a few while ago, it was about quite a few years ago, and he said to me that Darius had taken 13 three-point shots in his first 13 years. And in that game, he took 13 three-point shots in that one game. And he is now a genuine outside threat, more likely from 18 foot than from the three-point. But he has changed the dynamic a little bit of this game.
Yeah, and it's Eagles definitely need to change the dynamics somewhere along the line, because it's simply not good enough to be 33 points is far too many to
I'll give you one example. They had great ball movements, and Alan Aikens had a wide open long two. He didn't take it. He wanted to go in and try and play against 5 defensive players. They've got to start drawing this defense out. It's well organised. Their offense is organised. The defense is organised.
Yeah, very, very experienced team indeed.
Just a little bit concerned, all this talk about you win tonight and you're through, whether the Eagles thought this was going to be some sort of gimme, because at the moment it's absolutely anything but that.
Problem with the shot clock. It's showing only 5 seconds left in the second quarter, and we're just about to start it.
I think if that was the case, Coach Stutel would be pleased to get to the dressing room and have 15 minutes to try and sort things out. But unfortunately, he's got another 10 here.
Juraceka puts it in. Cordial brings it forward. He gives it to Zabradnik. Three-point shot is off from Juraceka. Alan Aikens blocked once again. Flicked out. In the corner is Joshua Hibb. It's too long. Alan Aikens gets the rebound. Nice footwork, and he's hit, I think, on the side of the head. It's number 12.
He draws those fouls for the simple reason you have no idea what he's going to try and do when he gets that close to the basket. He has got a massive variety of moves.
Foul is on number 12, Liverpool.
I mean, often with Alan Aikens this year, it's been get to a close game at the end. He takes over, wins the game, But tonight they really need him firing right from the start.
Makes them both. Eagles start the quarter off 2 points. Cordial brings it forward. Zabranik threatened the three but didn't take it. Cordial also threatened the three, didn't take it. Down to 4 seconds. He does take it this time. It's out and in. And it's picked up. It's going to be a foul, I think.
I'm not sure if that call goes against the Eagles or if it had gone against Opava. I'm not sure. That was just two players just fighting for the ball. I think the contact was equal on both sides.
Well, the foul was called on Cole Long. It's his second. And Mark Stool, obviously, I think probably agreed with Dave then, has been given a technical warning for his troubles. Rolls to the basket, long skip pass, high skip pass. Another pass back out. Cordial shoots the three, is no good. Chased down but by Liverpool.
I mean, that was not the best of 3-point shots to take. I don't think the shot clock had got that far down. But the defense did a great job there, putting pressure on that shot.
Seneca Knight brings it forward. Cole Long thought about the three, didn't shoot it. Christian James will and makes it from the corner.
I thought he shot quite well at the weekend. Am I right? Did he shoot quite well at the weekend?
Which game? Both games or just?
Yeah, well...
He did. He was one of the few successes at, so...
Yeah.
That's another 3-point shot. There was 6 of 8 in the first quarter. They've missed 3 in this quarter already. Christian James home has now hit 2 in a row. And not surprisingly, Coach Chudek takes a quick timeout, having conceded 8 points in a row.
Yeah, I think James surprised the 89ers at the weekend as well in taking shots they didn't expect him to take. And he's so cool, isn't he, when he takes them?
Seems to be very flat as well.
Well, he gets height, you see, on his jump.
Yeah. So he's shooting almost downwards.
Yeah, well...
Not quite like that, but you know
he's got a low arc. As we say, it doesn't come down with snow on it. Well, that's a little bit better performance from the Eagles in this quarter. I think the defense has stepped up a notch. Still needs to go quite a few notches higher. Their working without the ball is very good, so they've got to be alert. But all can't over-help out on certain players. But also, the effect from the defense is kicking off the offense as well. Sparky defense with your offense.
We'll see what they come back out with, whether they make any changes. Rob Howard's back line. Not surprisingly. First time we've seen number 25, Marek Virobal. Cordial still at the point. Shavandrilik still out there. Howard and Bill taking the forward spots. Howard lays it off to Cordial. Back to Howard. Thought about the three, decided not to. Drives hard inside. A great defense by Ward Hibbert. Well, the fans not happy with the well, they are happy with the call eventually, but I think they felt it should have come a lot earlier.
Well, from the Eagles' point of view, they're probably glad it didn't, because it did open up that driving lane for him.
James, nice turn and spin, but
good defense.
Yeah, good defense by Virobal.
Well, we're seeing two sides of Christian James there in a short space of time. One is his ability to knock down the three-point shot, and secondly, you let him get that close to the basket, he's going to give you a hard time.
Come back for the three off Knight, but can't get it away. Knight gives it back, he can get it away this time. This one's short though. Alan Aikens runs it down. And he attacks the basket. He's got 4 players around him, so as Dave would tell me, that means there's got to be 3 free.
Yeah, and he used it well.
But Ward Hibbert came up just short with a shot. Cordial, Kavempel. Cordial again. Howard goes in hard. Nice ball movement, but the Eagles, good defense as well by the Eagles. And it's the Eagles that come away with it. Chance to get this down. 12 at the moment. Knight looks as if he might just extend. Nice pass. Alan Akins in the corner for 3. It's good. And the Eagles have got it back to single digits at 24-33. And this is a 11-0 start to the second quarter. 6:43, and the Czech Republic team haven't scored yet. And Seneca Knight goes all the way. And that will be a 2-point shot as well. Coach Chudek making substitutions again. He's brought back his captain, Shiazina, to run the point. And Jakub Slavik, who had 8 points and 7 rebounds in the first quarter.
Well, Coach Stute certainly worked, didn't he, in those 2 minutes in that quarter break. He's really psyched the guys up now to step up the defensive effort. Very impressive. And that extra effort they put into the defense is giving them opportunities in transition. And then to cap it all, make it even better, the ball movement is much better if they have to go to the half court.
It now becomes a 13-0 run at the start of the second quarter by the Eagles. And it's back to a 7-point game. Virabal to Shiazina. Shiazina back to Virabal. Good hands by Michael Cara.
Yeah, the easy feeds in that were there in that first quarter are not there anymore. The easy really getting well into the passing lanes.
Shiazina to Howard, gets it back. Left-handed 3-point shot is in and out. And the Eagles come away with it. Okora to James. James going for the 3 again. Just fails to get it. Shiazina takes it. Shiazina to Virabal. A can't make it once again. Excellent Eagles defense. Ward Hibbert, Knight. Knight it is that comes away with it. He gives it Alan Akins. He's got a clear run to the basket, but Howard once again comes from the side. What a block.
It's a one-man machine, isn't he?
What a block that is. The referees are talking about it, though. Well, I think Opava thought that ball would come off. And it was an end-line ball. The Eagles have now taken it and recycled it. And Alan Akins is going for 3. And he's knocked down the 3 and make that.
Almost like that game off at the weekend's done him good. Hungry for the game tonight.
It's a 16-0 start for the Eagles. Incredible. And there's the 3 ball, which it doesn't go. Slavik does well to get the rebound. He kicks it back out. Virabal. He's going to try and go in on the Eagles defense, and once again doesn't get anywhere. Eagles out in the open court again. Knight attacks the basket and he's fouled in the act of shooting. He'll go to the line to shoot too. Not sure I've ever seen a start of the second quarter like it. Well, any quarter.
What an amazing turnaround, and it's all come because of the way they've increased the intensity on defence, and it's sparked everything else. What I am surprised about is the fact that the coaches let this game go, this massive big run, hasn't called a timeout, changed tactics or whatever, or because they're now forcing everything. They're forcing stuff inside when they've got players open outside.
Well, if Seneca Knight can knock these two down. He's knocked the first one down. It'll be a 2-point ball game. It's already a 3-point ball game, and that's 17 unanswered points. It means that Opava haven't scored in the first 5 minutes and 8 seconds of this second quarter. Knight knocks them both down, and suddenly it's a 2-point game. I don't think we could have seen this coming. We didn't see the first quarter coming. We didn't see this coming either.
Unless they change the strategy, they're not going to score in this quarter.
Oh, and there you go. Howard, it is, unsurprisingly, is the man who ends that nice pass by Shazina into Howard, and a massive dunk by Howard, and he celebrated it as if to say, yeah, man, we've got to get back on track, and they have.
If there's one player you can't let get open without the ball on that team, it's Howard.
Oh, lovely, lovely move by Christian James. Lovely move.
Eagles are now making everything look easy. Opava are making everything look a struggle.
I think if there's an offensive foul by Forsky, that's not going to help their cause as well. I'm just thinking if the BBC wants Strictly Come Dancing recruitment team are looking at this, Christian James would have a shot at getting on there after that footwork to put that basket in. Just watched it again on the replay. It was fantastic. Offensive foul by Forsky gives the ball back to the Eagles again.
Foul count 9 against Opava, only 4 against the Eagles after 16 minutes of basketball.
Malcolm Delpeche holding the ball a long time. Okara, he extends, and it's just off. Slavic it is that takes it. He gives it to his captain, Shazina. He gives it back to Howard, but Howard can't reach that one.
Well, from their point of view, Opava have got to try to stop forcing this ball inside when the Eagles aren't giving them any clear angles to get it in. What the Eagles have to do is don't turn off the pressure. Don't turn it off. Keep it going. Don't relax.
Lovely pass to Delpeche. He didn't make it. Ward hit it. Almost got the rebound. Shazina to Forsky. Forsky thought about the 3 and then puts it in for 2. Christian James put his hand up to acknowledge the foul.
I'm going to say, I don't understand how that wasn't a foul. I don't think Christian James does either. He'd already acknowledging it, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. He put his hand up for it.
So is that their first basket of this quarter?
No, it's the second. Yeah.
Second one after nearly 7 minutes.
2 baskets.
4 points there.
6 minutes and 40 seconds. 4 points have scored. 3:10 to go. Eagles on offense with James, who's had a massive effect on this game. And even bigger now, he's just knocked down another 3. Christian James up to 11 points personal. 3 of 6 from 3-point range. Forsky to Zrabnik. He's trying to find Slavic, who was going inside. Howard comes out to set the screen. Forsky back to Zrabnik. It's good for 3. They're back on track. Still only it's a 4-point game though. This is anybody's game now.
Yeah, there's a Bravlik there, lip red. He said to Christian James, whatever you can do, I can do as well.
Oh, how that didn't go. That went in, out, back in again, and then back out again. Howard is, that brings it away. He's going to tap the basket out to Forsky. Forsky's first movement seemed to be to throw his head back in the air. Cora got the rebound. Knight gets the drive, and that's going to be a foul on Howard, I believe. Yep, foul is on Rob Howard. Ball long comes out. Christian James goes off, gets almost a standing ovation from the crowd.
2:07 to the break.
I mean, obviously, Coach Stuttle is playing a 40-minute game.
Chudek's taking Peter Chudek's taking another time out.
I would have been tempted to leave Christian James in there because I thought he's a nightmare for them to guard.
Possibly needed another break. He played a lot of minutes there in one go. Nearly 11 and a half minutes he played. So it's 2:07 to go. Timeout Opava. They lead by 4. It's 40-36. I believe it's an Eagles ball when we come back. And some highlights is Christian James's highlights. He's hit 4-3. It's a 3 pointers. He feels as if he's hit more than that. There's the second one. And that's all 3 of the ones he's hit. 3 of 7 he is.
And in all 3 cases, the defender closed him down but didn't challenge the shot.
Alan Akins, who is the same Mr. Surrey game, he's got 10 points from the bench. Eagles 21 points from the bench.
Eagles.
2 players in double figures. So Opava come back. And it'll be Knight at the line for 2. Knocks the first one down.
Good on one.
Knocks the second down one as well. 6 of 6 from the line for Seneca Knight. Eagles back within 2. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Yes, Slavic into Howard. Howard faced by Delpesh. Good hands by Delpesh to knock that ball away. Shazina to Slavic, faced by Knight. Knight does a good job, pushes him well out. Cole Long takes over. That's going to be a hand on by Cole Long. That's his 3rd foul. Not his night tonight. 3 fouls and very little else, apart from a seat on the bench.
I think when we see the replay here, I think we'll see that really offensive play was going nowhere, and that was not a good foul to pick up.
He actually put a foot on the line as well. Here's Forsky in. Once great defense by Malcolm Delpesh to swat that one away. Knight at the other end. Inside to Delpesh, nice pass out to Ward Hibbert. Ward Hibbert, well, doesn't reward the pass, but Michael Cora takes a fantastic offensive rebound. Seneca Knight's off. Once again, the Eagles battle and get the offensive rebound. Given plenty of opportunities here. Working hard to get the opportunities up. Good hands by Howard, though, this time stops the drive by Ward Hibbert. And we have a timeout by Newcastle. Mark Stool, 1:11 to go, 38-40, probably trying to set up a play.
Well, this game changed during that first quarter break. We obviously have no way of knowing what Coach Tootle said to them. But what it did was, whatever it was he said, woke the Eagles up. This is a game, you're in it. You're not playing, you're not doing all of the things we worked on. We're not doing, your defense isn't intense enough. You're not really trying to run the transition at all. Your movements on offense is slow. Got all that right in the second half. That great start, that big long run keeping them to 0. And now it's a struggle for them to try and find some sort of rhythm.
Is it a case of Plan A worked for them superbly well in the first quarter, and they've stuck with Plan A and haven't got a Plan B?
Well, Plan A was so easy because you looked at the defence playing. It was just way too passive. That changed completely as they came out at the start of the second half. So, you know, their record isn't great over the season. So obviously teams have done a good job on them defensively, and that's exactly what's happened in this quarter. Eagles have played really good pressure defense on them.
So it's Eagles ball at the end line, 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Assuming they know what play they're going to run. 4, 3, 2, fade away from Seneca Knight. It is very good. That is almost his signature shot.
See, well, maybe when he's at the moment. Well, we'll talk about this during the break.
So it's a level ball game once again at 40-40. We haven't been there since it was 7-7. Slavic, and that's, I think you have to say O'Connor must have got a piece of that one.
I think
That's a foul.
Yeah. Well, if that's a foul, they're in the penalty going to the line. So regarding Knight, most of this season we've seen Jordan Spencer spend a lot of minutes at the point guard. Now we're seeing Seneca Knight play a lot of the points at the minute at the point guard. He's a fairly safe pair of hands there. He's not the greatest of ball distributors, but he does set things up. He does get the offense moving, but he loves this back to the basket play, and he's now doing it from a position where he's pushing the defender back. Whereas before he was landing in the middle to have to do it, which was much more difficult.
It's almost creating it for himself, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, but not only that, on Friday night, I think he had 10 assists.
He did, yeah, and 7 rebounds as well. And then he goes almost pointless, I think. Sorry, on Sunday, it's just that's the inconsistency. Josh Ward-Hibbert goes out, Christian James back in, and it's the Eagles now who lead 42-40. They've scored 29 points to 7 in this quarter. Cordial, shove and drill. That's going to be a foul by Knight. That was almost unsportsmanlike, wasn't it? He grabbed him, really, didn't he?
Yeah, really good offense. They really worked the ball well there. It's just a pity from their point of view that Howard wasn't on the end of it.
Yeah, I just mentioned there, Dave. It looked like Seneca Knight really pulled his hand round him.
Oh, and we've got a review.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. That I thought it did look like a little bit of an overplay, and they've called the foul on Knight, but now they're going to have a look to see whether they think it's an unsportsmanlike foul. And that doesn't surprise me. I don't know if we can get a replay of it ourselves. We get a replay of that, Freddie. Yeah. So let's have a look at inside and see what I'm on about there. So when the ball goes in, there, watch Knight. There.
I'm not sure that's an.
No, I think he's made with his left hand. He's made a play on the ball, yeah. But his right hand, he's kind of like hooking him there. Just run it through again. There, it is a grab. But I think he's made a play for the ball with his left hand and then just kind of followed it around. Interesting to see what they think.
Yeah,
how would you say normal
I can understand why that's been reviewed.
Yeah.
From their point of view, I thought that's one of their better offences this quarter.
Yeah.
And in credit to that offensive play, this is a good feed in, and he seals Knight really well. Look at that, yeah. And
I think it's the second action with his right hand that they're checking.
Yeah. And Malcolm Delpeche is obviously keeping.
And it's been given as an unsportsmanlike foul. Yeah. Shavandril will go to the line to shoot 2 shots, and then it will be possession.
Make some noise.
Makes the first.
Loud and proud.
Shavandril, Jan Shavandril makes them both, and now they will get possession. So they've levelled the game with 42 all. They have, it's 20.4 on the shot clock, on the game clock, 14-second shot clock. So if they get a shot off, the Eagles will have a chance to match or better it. Of course, they've got to score first. And that's going to be a foul by Seneca Knight again. And he can hardly afford that after he's just picked 1 up. He's now picked 2 up.
Well, the 2's not an issue if you've got to half-time. The issue with Seneca Knight now, he can't afford an unsportsmanlike or a technical in the rest of this game. But what got him in trouble was a brilliant crossover dribble.
Oh, Shazina misses the front end of the first one. Eagles probably hoping he makes the second one, and then they've got 10 seconds to run an offense rather than risk a miss and an offensive rebound. He has just about made the second one.
Probably deserves that little drop because of his...
Great pass by Mike O'Cara.
Oh, good defense.
Good defense,
Yeah.
got back. Yeah, excellent defense, get back 5. Shazina, yeah.
So not only that, he's now got our plaudits at both ends, because that was a fantastic execution of a crossover dribble, and that was really good hustle on defense.
So it's 42-43, 5.4 seconds left. Cole Long has come on. Christian James will, I'm almost certain, shoot from way downtown. Doesn't go. Javandrek takes the rebound, and we finish 42-43, which means the Eagles took that quarter by 29 points to 10.
Well, at some point you may remember me saying, when the Eagles think about this, what they can't do is take the pressure off. And they have just slowed down a little.
Okay.
They got the game, or just taken the lead or pulled it back. But they can't afford to do that, so you've got to give Opava a little bit of credit as well for recovering their position and regrouping and finishing quite well in that quarter.
So it's all to play for in the second half. It's 42-43. We're going to run you some highlights, and then Dave and I will be back with some stats and just discuss that. Enjoy the highlights, and we'll see you in the second half. I think we're going to adverts first, and then we'll run you some highlights.
Clearing is now open at Newcastle College University Centre. With over 60 courses available, we've got the degree for you. So, if you want to learn from industry-experienced tutors, study in our fantastic facilities, work alongside employers, all right in the heart of the city centre. Choose Newcastle College University Centre and study your degree with a difference this September. Apply now. Clearing is now open at Newcastle College University Centre. With over 60 courses available, we've got the degree for you. So, if you want to learn from industry experienced tutors, study in our fantastic facilities, work alongside employers, all right in the heart of the city centre. Choose Newcastle College University Centre and study your degree with a difference this September. Apply now.
ENBLeague. Ice in the veins. Ice, 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 ice in the veins. ENBLeague. Ice in the veins. Ice in the veins. Ice, 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 ice in the veins. ENBLeague.
And we're back. And we're back to the Virtue Motor Arena. Just about 2 3/4 minutes to go till the tip-off for the second half. We're going to run you some highlights of the first half for you to look through, and then we're going to show you some stats as well, just to see if we can see where the differences were made. But so here's your first half highlights, and this was the first quarter when the Opava were absolutely on fire and took a 33 to 13 point lead at the end of the first 10 minutes. Eagles not really getting to the basket or being able to shoot threes, and Rob Howard was all over the ball at either end, steals and putbacks. It was all Opava, and as I say, it was 33-13, but then when we got into the second quarter, it was somewhat different, as the Eagles, I think, ran off 17 unanswered points to start the second quarter, and eventually won the quarter by 29 points to 10. Christian James being one of the big reasons for that. He had 11 points, Seneca Knight had 10, and Alan Aikens 10. That was 31 of the Eagles' 42 points, and as I say, it was 29-10, and they held Opava scoreless well over 5 minutes, and then they only scored their 10 points in the last 4 minutes of the quarter. And we're just going to have a look at some stats now. As just mentioned, for Opava, they've got a lot of scorers, and their highest scorer is Jakub Slavik with 8 points. Svandril has 8 points, 7 points as well, and Zabranik has 6. But the game points, the Eagles only 31% on 2 points and 27% on 3 points, but they're 13 of 13 from the free throw line. And the shooting stats for Opava, 47% from 2 point range, 43 from 3 point range, and they've only got the line 6 times, 4 of 6, 66%. Rebounds and assists and turnovers, not much difference there. Rebounds 25 Eagles, 22 Opava, assists 8 to 12, and turnovers only 3 for the Eagles and 6 for Opava. Don't know if you can make much of that, Dave.
Well, it's not about stats. If it was about stats, the Eagles would be losing. 12 from 40, 30% shooting in the first quarter is rarely going to ever win you anything. But the thing was, the Eagles' defense was just so good in that second quarter, it restricted them to 0 points while they were having that 17-0 run. You got situations on Mike Okora, made no shots at all, no points. Cole Long, not scored. So really, it's 3 players keeping the Eagles in it. Christian James on 11, Seneca Knight 10, and Deshaun Allen Aikens 10 as well.
That's Howard. We often run in the second half, and Howard has. I'm not quite sure what Seneca Knight tried there, but Coro's pocket was picked on the halfway line. I'm just wondering if this finger injury is bothering him at all. As you say, he 0 of 3 in the first half.
Well, if the finger injury was bothering him, obviously you'd think Coach Stuttle would keep him on the bench and get somebody else on the floor. He's got plenty of options.
Rumour going around, and no names, no pack drills, but rumour going around that the Eagles may be about to move into the transfer recruitment market, bring in another guard, but we'll find out more about that probably in the next few days, whether or not it's going to happen. Alan Aikens showed his versatility by guarding the point guard, Shazina, and he's done a good job on him there as well. Forced him into a hard shot in the end. Quite incredible, really. What Dave Forrester, the ex-Eagles assistant coach to Fab Flanoy, walked past me and said, This game of basketball is absolutely crazy, isn't it? You know, and he's absolutely right about that. As Alan Aikens rolls to the basket and goes in off the window and puts the Eagles in front 44-43.
Well, the reason that was so easy, that the Health defence did absolutely nothing at all to prevent that score.
That was the first lead the Eagles have had since they were 9-7 in front. And that's a foul all day long. His hand was almost up acknowledging it, Shazina, before it even was called. Forsky it was who missed the three at the other end. See there, hand up almost before the whistle went. Knight then running the point to Alan Aikens, who's been a factor after missing the game at Surrey. Step back three is just short. Great hands by Josh Ward-Hibbett from behind to pick Shazina's pocket. Nice pass from Ward-Hibbett as well. Seneca Knight knocks down the three. And suddenly the Eagles lead by 4.
You know, Knight's playing with a lot of confidence tonight. There was never any doubt in my mind that that was going to get knocked down.
And that's an 8-second call, and again, absolutely fabulous defense by Josh Ward-Hibbett. Hassled the point guard all the way up the court. 2 or 3 times got his hand on the ball, stopped the progress, and eventually it was the 8-second call came. You don't see many 8-second calls.
Well, really, in the last 3, they've really struggled, haven't they, to get the ball over the halfway line in time.
O'Connor puts it into Del Pesh and gets it back. Eagles with 5 points. Make that 7 points to start the third quarter. And a 6-point lead.
You've got to keep a core off the boards if you're Opava, because he's got such good leaping ability.
Opava now trying to set up something.
See, they really scored well in that first quarter of good ball movement. And at the moment, the Eagles are denying them that easy ball movement. The Eagles doing a great job at getting in the passing lanes off the ball.
3-point shot is short, and Del Pesh gets the rebound. And once again, 2.5 minutes have gone past, and Opava haven't scored. Eagles on the offense with Del Pesh looking for Josh Ward-Hibbett, who almost went without the ball. He tried to give it back, give and go.
Was obviously looking to run the pick and roll there, but actually the roll was really well. The roll by Del Pesh was really well covered by the Opava defense.
Interestingly enough, Radek Forsky seems to have gone on the point in the moment.
Well, he looks comfortable running the ball, but the problem is he's not no easy options on passing options.
Great rebound by Howard and a slam home from Howard with authority. He's been a little bit quiet recently, but that gets him going again. He's got 9 points personal with 5 rebounds.
I like him a lot, Jeff. I'd like to see that sort of forward in the SLB.
Yeah, well, you never know, Dave D. I mean, if you think about Seneca Knight, that's where he was last year, and he's hitting this year. Well, Eagles felt that there was a foul there. There's going to be a foul this time.
It's funny from our position here, that looked like no foul at all. A great block, hand on the ball. It also looked like a charge from the Eagles players. No, the defender was late, wasn't he?
He was late,
the defender was late.
Eagles, well, I've thought it, so I'm going to say it. 13 of 13 from the free throw line in the first half. Seneca Knight had 6 of 6 of those, and it will be Seneca Knight on the line for 2 more following that foul. Makes the first.
Yeah, well, when I look at the stats, the first half don't really make sense, other than the fact that the Eagles are in this game and up, because 13 from the free throw line. Their floor shooting was really, really disappointing. 12 from 40 shots.
But they have started this third quarter with
what matters?
9-0.
Yeah.
Is it 9-0, 9-2? Forsky for three is off. Delpech takes the rebound. We've got a spectator in front of us who clearly should be on the court in a blue top and whistle.
We've got another review.
I think the coach has asked for this one.
The visitors query the call, so we go to the video monitor. Who touched the ball last as it left the court?
Yep.
Okay, so here's the. So this is the incident. There's a three-point shot which goes off. I think it's when the Eagles. That's the Howard dunk. We're just waiting to see if we can just get the replay up. So there, this is the incident that's on review. Howard gives it, nope.
No.
It's not, that's the three-point shot again. There, yeah, that's it there. Now, why would he chase that ball if he didn't touch it last? That would be my call. So Delpech tried to find Knight. Well, perhaps it has touched Knight last.
I think you need a different angle to be absolutely sure about that.
So he's touched it there, pushed it through. He may well have pushed it off Seneca Knight, but if you watch it after the touch, so there you go. Coach is trying to get him.
It's going to be interesting to resolve because
It looks to me that the two referees, Kate Unsworth and the Czech Republic referee, are in disagreement. They look as if they don't agree necessarily with each other. Well, the Czechs have won the day. They've decided it's come off Seneca Knight. 6-16, which is put. I've got Freddie in the account, he's too loud, I can't read it. Yeah, I've tried out. So we're trying to explain it was originally given as an Eagles ball. Opava bench queried it, they went to a replay, and it was decided that the ball came off Seneca Knight last. And just to compound it, the ball has come in now by Opava. Howard has made the basket and has been given a foul on number 3, Mike O'Cara, I believe.
great execution of pick and roll there. Howard really strong.
And he makes
roll
the free
to the
throw as
basket.
well.
Really, really good pick up from him. Tough finish, but he made it.
So it's 51-48. The Eagles, 6 minutes to play in this third quarter. Knight trying to orchestrate something, gets it to O'Cara. He's going to tap the basket. Yeah, that's a foul by Forsky, and that will be Forsky's 4th foul of the game. Eagles fans loving that.
Well, the Eagles fans are loving it, and so they should. Opava fans shouldn't, because there was absolutely no need at all for him to make that foul, because O'Cara was going behind the basket, ready to kick it out to this side.
My mistake, that was Forsky's third foul. Josh Ward-Hibbert with a fade away. No good. Campbell with the rebound, and it's in Forsky's hands. They've definitely changed this round. They've got two pure point guards in.
Well, the early...
Shavina and Kojil, but Forsky's been taking the point, and the 2 point guards have been trying to shoot threes. Campbell, he knocks down the three from way downtown.
And after the early dominance in this quarter of the Eagles, they've managed somehow to bring the game back to a 51-all situation. Good spell for Opava.
Alan Aikens for three is good. He's certainly got his shooting boots on at the moment. Up to 15 points personal.
Great drive and kick there by Opava. And Aikens obliged him by knocking down the wide open shot.
Good rebound by Josh Ward-Hibbert. Kept in play well by Knight. Now it's with Alan Aikens on offense. He gives it into Delpesh. He's going to go against Howard. And there's the hook from Delpesh. It's short. Forsky gets the rebound. Kojil takes it. Howard 4-3 is no good. Josh Ward-Hibbert there again. Josh Ward-Hibbert now 7 rebounds. The no-look pass from Alan Aikens was excellent, but unfortunately the finish from Delpesh wasn't. But the hustle was excellent, and he gets the rebound and manages to put it back, and the Eagles go back up by 5 at 56-51.
Well, this is a game of runs, isn't it? I mean, Eagles started the quarter well, totally dominant, looked like they were going to run away with it. Opava found a way to slow them down, get back in the game, tie the game up, and suddenly, bang, with no waste at all of time on the clock, the Eagles have gone 5 points up.
4:09 left to play. Coach Judek takes I think that's his first. Sorry, that's the first timeout of the second half. I think he'd probably be pleased his side came back, but then obviously they lost a couple of offences, and suddenly, as Dave says, they're down 5 points now.
Yeah, the point on the referee in there, Josh Ward-Hibbert's trying to break out of defence. And however many Eagles fans are in the game tonight, really screaming in fact that they fouled him. We honestly do not want... Josh Ward-Hibbert had kept control of the ball, was able to initiate the offence on fast break simply because the referee didn't call the foul. That is great refereeing.
Well, that's why they're on the European panel. Kate Unsworth, not often seen in Newcastle, but she's doing a fine job tonight, leading the team.
She's been refereeing for as long as I can remember, and certainly my days of with the Wildcats, she refereed us a lot. She's a very good referee. How on earth did he miss that? Tremendous roll to the basket, and he literally tried to just put it in instead of putting it in off the back glass.
So we have a substitution there. Christoph Cavan, or Cavan, I'm not sure how he pronounced it. He's actually not even on the team list that was given to me, but he is on the team sheet. So youngster, I believe, who hasn't had a lot of minutes. Okara for three is long. Great rebound by Christian James. Okara again. Will he go up in front of Kojil? He'll go up in front of everybody. Gives it back to Delpesh. Delpesh for the hook is too long. But between Kojil and Howard, they mess it up, and the Eagles will get end-line ball. Cole Long comes back for Alan Aikens. Oh no, it's coming in for Delpesh. Alan Aikens thought it was him that was going out. Never sure how that works, Dave. When you're in a close game and you bring on a guy who hasn't played a single minute.
Well, it also creates a situation, and we'll soon find out who is going to guard Howard.
Well, Alan Aikens looks as if he's taking the job on at the moment. Kojil back behind his back, goes 52 gives it to Shrandrel, and that's in for three.
Nice play, that.
Ties it up again. So good timeout by Chudik. Levels the game, 56 all. It really is anybody's game now. Karu Tried to get it back along, was deflected, so it won't be. There's only 5 seconds on the shot clock. Cole Long drives in. Alan Aikens out to Seneca Knight. Gets the shot away, misses, but Christian James hunts the rebound down, and Eagles get another 14 seconds. O'Caro slashes through the lane and puts the ball in.
He's a great finisher. I don't know about this finger or anything else, but he is a great finisher.
It's always so clean, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cordial takes it to Howard, back to Cordial.
Well, Christian James brought in as a guard. He's doing a good job guarding their big forward.
Eagles rebound.
Cole Long does well to get that ball away. That's always going to be short.
Yeah, that was too long a pass and easy to intercept.
Well,
Defense.
Howard thought that was in all the way. Cole Long does well to come away with the rebound. Alan Aikens decides not to drive. Just now go for the jump shot. Is short.
Defense.
Cordial takes the rebound. Eagles lead 58-56. 1:20 to go in the third quarter. Cordial brings it up. He attacks the basket. Is fouled, and we'll get an and one. And that foul, if that foul is on Mike O'Cara, I think that's his 4th foul. And he will go at the bench. Foul was on O'Cara. O'Cara saying he had his arms down by his side. But you don't have to use your arms to foul somebody. Little bump.
Game tied at 58 all, and points haven't been that easy to find on either team, have they, this quarter?
And that goes in to make it 59-58 to the visitors. And we've got a 16-14 quarter at the moment. It's going to be a foul.
Well, it looked pretty innocuous to me. Puts them in the penalty.
109 though, only to go. Eagles on offense though. Oh, nice pass by Knight to Alan Aikens. He gets it back to James. James knocks down the 2. The triangle we talked about. James, Knight and Alan Aikens.
He's got a great stroke on his jump shot.
Oh, and I think Josh Ward-Hewitts had a highlight quarter on defense for certain. Rewarded. That's good defense rewarded with a brilliant 3 from Alan Aikens, and Eagles suddenly are up by 4.
Great decision making by Christian James.
Defense.
Last 30 seconds of the third quarter. Cavan turns the corner. Alan Aikens almost got it off him. Shavendrup is short. Long's hands were good enough. Alan Aikens, and that's going to be a foul.
I don't think that can be called a goaltend. I'm not sure. This is interesting, this.
Yeah,
Two shots. Yeah.
They're talking about it. I'm just wondering whether Mark Stuttle's going to challenge it. I'm watching Mark Stuttle.
I think that ball had hit the ring, it was up in the air, and I think they have every right to knock it away.
Yeah, I would agree with you, Dave. I'm not going to review.
No.
Stuttle's not going to ask for the review. Yeah, he's asked for it now. Has he asked for it? He's asked for it, but they're not going to give him it. Or are they going to give him it? There's a little bit of confusion going on. I don't know if we've got a replay of that. Czech Republic referee explaining the ball was, as Dave said, out of the cylinder before it was knocked away. So they're not going to review it, but Alan Aikens goes to the line. Makes the first. .7 seconds left after this shot. Eagles 17 of 17 from the line. It's a foul by Josh Ward-Hewitts, but the Eagles have that one to give. 7 seconds left. Eagles lead by 6.
So what you're saying is Josh took one for the team.
I would say so. 23-16 this quarter so far. Yeah, that just showed the replay there of the incident. And that's going to be an offensive foul.
Well, that is ironic because Josh Ward-Hibbert made all the contact and lulled that defensive player into that move.
Well, I you know, I never professed, even after watching basketball all these years, to be an expert. But for me, this quarter has been obviously about the Eagles taking a lead, but I think it's also been about the defense, particularly that Josh Ward-Hibbert has played. Oh, and there's a foul. Well, Cole Long's three was nowhere near. Christian James did well to retrieve it and got a shot away with 0.1 second left and was fouled in doing so. As an ex-coach, that must frustrate the life out of you, Dave.
I mean, as far as the home fans are concerned, Eagles 6 points up, great. Could be another 2 points coming here. Really struggling with Opava in this quarters, to be honest. I thought the Eagles were going to blow them away. Credit to Opava for digging deep, staying in it. But their decision-making in the last few minutes has just been a puzzle.
Alan Akins takes a seat. He's up to 20 points with 5 rebounds. I do have a really good stat to give you at the end of this quarter, Dave. Christian James, 13 points at the moment on the line. It's the first miss from the Eagles. That 18th free throw shot is their first miss of the night.
He'll have to start taking a jump shot for his free throws because he doesn't miss many of those jump shots. He's really controlled on his release when he takes off. Gets his whole body into the jump.
He missed the pair. He's not happy at all. The stat I wanted to give you was Seneca Knight. We talked about Seneca Knight kind of having to run the point. He's got 15 points, he's got 6 rebounds, and he leads the Eagles in assists with 5 assists, and he doesn't have a turnover.
That's
pretty good line.
That's great stats. Yeah. Not only that, it's changed the game, which I think is better for him, and absolutely it's better for the team.
Yeah,
no question about it at all. Well, that was a little bit of a puzzle to me there, trying to figure out exactly what Opava were doing there, because I thought they worked so hard to get back in the game when they tied it up. I think it was 51 all. So since then it's 14-8 to the Eagles.
Yeah. 65-59. Remember, just a reminder as well that if the Eagles were to win this, it would mean they've qualified for the quarterfinals with 1 game left to go, and Opava would drop to a 3-3 record, which would mean that have to win the last 2 and then hope somebody else drops the game somewhere along the line.
So assuming that the format this year is the same as last year, if the Eagles go to the quarter-final, it's a home and away.
That's right.
The team with the best record plays at home second, I believe.
That's right.
And then the semis and the final, it's like a weekend or...
That's right, yeah. I'm not sure where it is.
Neutral venue.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't have to be a neutral venue. If you remember last year, when Backen Bears won the championship, the Final Four was at Backen.
Okay, well, that's maybe pre-decided then.
Yeah, so I think it is pre-decided, but I haven't looked it up because I don't like looking that far in advance, because you then start thinking, well, have you counted your chickens and got the Eagles there before they've even got there? Last year they were really close in getting to the Final Four, but obviously Backen just pipped them in the quarter-final.
I think the Eagles did a decent job against the Danish team, but
they did, yeah.
They were the better team over the 2 legs.
Well, the rumour is, and looking at the stats and what have you, that Inter Bratislava are the team to beat in this. They're in Group B, and the 4 teams in Group B includes the German side, who are also playing very well. But we'll see. Well, once again, the Eagles packed the paint and did really well defensively there. Christian James, Alan Akins, he's done well there, Alan Akins. And gives it back to Seneca Knight, who's wide open for 3, and he knocks down the 3. And it's a 9-point Eagles lead. Carvin's still on. Shavina, here's Carvin again, lobs it over. Howard almost came up with it, but once again, the Eagles hassle on defence. It's the Eagles' defence which has changed this game for me, Dave.
Knight really battled Howard hard there to stop him getting that ball. Well, if that was at St James's Park, that would have been a good move, but unfortunately this is the Virtue Motors Arena where you can't use your feet to assist and stop a basketball. Big night for the football team, isn't it, Jim?
It is, yes. Semi-final of the Carabao Cup at Arsenal. It was 0-0 after 27 minutes. I have no idea what the score is now, and I haven't got time to look, but I'll find out after the game. I'm here for the basketball. It's my first love, and it always will be. You know, it's very difficult living in the North East not to like football when you're a male sport fan. Oh, well, there you go. Our producer Freddie's just come on and give me the tremendous news that it was 1-0 to Newcastle at half-time. And that's going to be an offensive foul. Called on Chevrandrel. And he sarcastically claps the referee, and he's looking to get away with a technical there. He's still having to go at the referee.
Well, this is one rule that maybe needs reviewing, because the interpretation of it is so different among so many different referees. But to me, just gets called far too often on things that just don't justify it.
So Chevrandrel, that is his 5th foul, 10 points, and he's out of the game. Number 8, Seneca Knight for 3 is off this time. Justin James came from behind, but and I'm not surprised they were.
I think that's gone against the bench, not the coach.
It's gone against the bench, but it was certainly Chevrandrel who picked up his 5th foul, who complained all the way back to the bench, and even when he went on the bench, he wouldn't shut up. And eventually, Steve Ferris said, "I've had enough of that." And Coach Judek's gone absolutely berserk with his bench.
Well, the coach is right. The only beneficiary of that is the Newcastle Eagles.
Yeah, Seneca Knight can go to the line to shoot a free throw. Make the free throw.
And the bench has got to be careful now that they don't inadvertently get the coach thrown out.
And of course it was Opava's ball before the technical, so they will get the possession. But the Eagles now have a 10-point lead, 8:25 to go. It's 69-59. Carvin comes up. Howard, he's the man. Well, he's missed that one though.
And that was probably his easiest shot of all night.
He has 12 points and 6 rebounds. Josh Ward-Hibbert go back to Seneca Knight. Eagles, I have to say, the risk of getting egg on my face, look very controlled at the moment. Seneca Knight went deep and then kicked it back out to Cole Long, who hit the 3, and then Josh Ward-Hibbert once again, brilliant bit of defense, stole the ball on the inbound, got himself in the corner. Seneca Knight found him, knocked down the 3. Eagles lead 75-59. Timeout, Opava.
Josh Ward-Hibbert is the new Larry Austin Jr. He was tremendous at getting offensive rebounds. He was tremendous at getting steals of things like that. He would just, it's like he camouflaged himself somewhere and then suddenly appeared to get an easy steal. And Josh Ward-Hibbert, to me, has been one of the most consistent players in the Eagles. We talked about consistency as a team before the game, and it's been sadly lacking at too many situations. 4 games against Leicester Riders, 2 wins, 2 losses, is that right?
Yeah.
And the 2 wins, they were lucky. So really would like to see them prove that consistency. Particularly defense is consistent, it's consistent for 40 minutes. You don't take a rest. Josh Ward-Hibbert is a great example of that.
And I'm going to give you the stat, maybe it's not the stat of the night, but this is an incredible stat. We talked about a 16-point game to the Eagles at the moment. When Josh Ward-Hibbert has been on the court, the Eagles are plus 35.
Say no more.
So 16 points all of a sudden from the Eagles. Remember, they were 20 points down after the first quarter. So that swing has been like 36 points, and obviously that's been a lot of that's been when Josh Ward-Hibbert's been on, and that's going to be a travel.
What is that?
Well, he's called.
But it absolutely wasn't a travel.
Well, he's called called a technical foul. The Czech Republic referee has called a technical foul, I believe, on Christian James. I believe. Made the free throw, and I think they will get the ball back as well.
Yes, because he had possession of the ball, didn't he?
Yeah.
So obviously that was called before the shot then.
Yeah, because there's only 1 second on the shot clock. I don't know if Opava know that. Presumably somebody's told them, but it's now, obviously that 1 point makes it 75-60. Referee's just checked with the table that there is only 1 second left. So it's got to be a catch and shoot somewhere. Oh, well, they've put 10 seconds back on the clock. Yeah.
No, they put 14 on, which is the right decision.
Yeah, because it was after the turnover. Yeah, obviously, yeah. And a 3-point shot was good by Slavic. So, once again, draw a breath, have a look. The Eagles lead by 12 with 7 minutes to go.
Well, a long way to go, but at 12 points up, the only way Opava can get back in this game is to be consistent in their offensive movements.
Well, there's a lot of people around me at the... I think Coach Tootle just wants to take sort of some of the air out of this game a little bit, because he's having a really good long look at the referees.
Well, he waved his magic, didn't he, in that first quarter break. It just needs to probably be, quite calm in this time out here. The team are really in control. I think they're still making it difficult for Opava to find any easy buckets. And the Eagles look a real offensive threat every time they come down the floor. Alan Aikens, I'll never ever work out what he's going. He crosses the halfway line. I'm thinking, now what move's he going to come up with here? But actually, a couple of times he's got all the way to the basket and he's kicked it out for a 3-point bucket.
Yeah. So the timeout called by Mark Stutler is first. He's still got 2 up his sleeve. Chudek's only got the 1 up his sleeve. 75-63. Game's leading scorer is Alan Aikens with 20 points. Seneca Knight has 19, 7 rebounds, 7 assists.
Yeah. And obviously Akara on 4 fouls. Cole Long on 3. Everybody else pretty safe.
Forsky drives all the way to the basket, but he's too strong with his finish. He gets up, but he's not happy. He rushes back though.
Well, it was actually an easy layup, but I think he was concerned about getting it blocked, which is why he threw it so hard against the backboard.
Deshaun Allen-Aikens is just off these 3. Eagles just need to be a little bit careful, yeah. Shavina. Howard bounces it to Forsky. Zbrabnek. Back to Shavina. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Shavina, well, that was almost too easy. I'm not sure if it was Cole Long or Ward-Hibbert who got the steal, but it was almost too easy to pick his pocket.
Christian James showing point guard skills, didn't see anything easy, so he brought it out, set it up.
Gives it to Cole Long. That's not easy, but Cole Long will shoot the 3. Cole Long will make the 3. That's his trademark.
More often than not, there's only one outcome when he gets a look like that.
Good for Cole Long, because he's obviously Howard. Well, that's about his 3rd or 4th spectacular dunk.
Timing of his roll to the basket was really good. Nice feed pass as well.
I think he's certainly impressed us, Dave. I hope he might have impressed Coach Stuttle. Who knows? Certainly don't think the Czech Republic League is as affluent as the SLB. Oh, what a great back. What a great behind the back pass by Christian James to Josh Ward-Hibbert, who lays it in for 2. And with 5 minutes to go, it's still a 15-point lead for the Eagles.
And we've just had the assist of the night.
Yeah, superb. Here's Zabravnik. Nice turn and shot. Doesn't make it. Christian James seems to be everywhere at the moment. He has 13 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Or 4 assists, possibly. Cole Long. That's a nice play by Cole Long. And Chudek, well, you always say this to me, no point in keeping them if you need one.
Well, you know, how can a defence, when you're in a game that you know you're not going to qualify if you lose, just not get the weak side helping to stop a straight line drive that was as simple as that?
So 4:33 to go. Eagles lead 82-65. That's Josh Ward-Hibbert. This is the behind the back pass. What a pass that is. Lovely finish as well. The finish wasn't easy though, was it? Here's the one there. Look, everybody.
Look at that.
Wow. It's like the part of the Red Sea, as they say.
Well, if you could see that again, the defensive player is way outside the help line. He has no chance to recover that when he reacted so slowly. You would want the help line in a situation like that to be on the edge of the key at the worst. And he was, what, a metre outside the key? No way at all can you have played weak side defence like that. The help line is so important in basketball. Teaching it to your players, drilling it in to your players when they're playing off the ball.
So we're back. I just realised I had something in common with Coach Chudek there. We're both drinking water at the same time. There you go.
Some nice shots of the Eagles fans there, clearly enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
Happy with this lead. Don't think the Eagles can possibly give this up.
Well, it's 17 points, 18 points to turn around in 4.5 minutes is a lot of points. Cavapill, could be a good start if he makes it, but didn't. Slavik took a great rebound. Do like this Slavik. He started the game very well, but he has faded. But he has 11 points and 10 rebounds. And his loose pass there, tried to find Cordial on the baseline, but didn't make it.
Yeah, I mean, I like that drive and kick and the baseline drift, but you've got to execute it better than that.
Talked about Shavina being and Cordial being the point guards to give assists first. They have 8 and 6 respectively. I mean, it doesn't matter because they're so many points down, but just missed his target.
Just couldn't connect down on the baseline.
Spencer.
Seneca Knight sees that again. He'll think about why didn't I take that in and to kiss it off the glass.
Playoff would normally do that, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
We haven't seen Will Neighbour tonight.
It was a lot easier than the pass he tried to make.
Liverpool. Oh, nice from Slavik, but he didn't make it. But Kapil is in there for the rebound and put back.
Difficult shot, but the putback was good.
I think all the Eagles will be concerned about there, or not concerned about, pleased about. It's taken a full minute or call long for Alan Aikens. Long shot was too long. Alan Aikens was there for the offensive rebound and put back.
It's no use apart but looking at the referee. They should be concentrating on the box out.
Well, we've played a couple of minutes since I mentioned the score, and we're now almost down to 3 minutes, and the Eagles still up by 17. Cordial for 3 is way off. Christian James takes it, hand out, calm down, we don't need a rush, and he's exactly right. Oh, too easy there. Alan Aikens comes back.
Nice spacing from the Eagles in these last few offences.
Call on can't get there. Cordial takes it.
Credit the Opava defence there. They've got a hand on that shot.
Slavik turns the corner, back to Farsky. This young man seems a little bit headstrong at times. Slavik tries to knock it into Carpill. Eagles had 2 on none, and unfortunately Alan Aikens' pass was just a little bit too long. Josh Ward-Hibbert, I think, was having visions of a showcase dunk.
I thought he was going to do a cartwheel over the end line advertising board.
Forsky comes out. Cavan comes back in. He's going to try and drive at the basket. Doesn't make it. Cole Long takes the rebound. Knight, James, 3 notes off. Kevin takes the rebound.
Nice shot. It's wide open. Why not?
Inside the last 2 minutes. And if that's a foul on Cole Long, that's his 4th. And here comes the Josh Ward-Hibbert gets a standing ovation, and that's not surprising. He has 9 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 steals. But the Eagles were plus 36 while he was on the court. Slavic just gets past Cole Long to lay it in for 2, brings it back to 15, and we have our first sighting for quite some time of Sauvé Kandé off the bench for the Eagles. Is that the perfunctory red Orbach cigar? Christian James turns inside, gives it back to Long. Long gives it back to James. Seneca Knight drives in, gives it under the basket to Alan Akins, but a great block by Caverpill. 24-second violation, but Opava have already come away with the ball. Yes, Howard, he's gone very quiet. Go Jill back. Howard, I think he's going to shoot the 3, yeah, all day long.
Eagles have the ball as we look to
I mean, it's so unusual, isn't it, this competition, that a team would come with just one American.
Yeah, well, they've only got one American full stop on the roster.
Yep.
So maybe it shows the affluence of the league, I don't know. Christian James not going to mind that. He ran 24 seconds off the clock. Opava are down 15. It's all over, basically. We are. And his foul is on Christian James. Right, you know how many points
well, the Eagles are not worried either. I mean, that's only the second team foul after 9.5 minutes. I mean, for all we've had about calling fouls in this game, there's only 3 being called in this final quarter.
Cameron will shoot the 3. Cole Long got a hand up. Alan Akins gets a touch. Seneca Knight comes away with it. There's no point at all in the foul, and Knight will hold the ball, and it is Eagles. Selling played, 6 wins, 1 loss. They are through to the quarter-final of the European North Basketball League for the 2nd year, in only their 2nd year in the competition. After losing the first quarter 33-13, they have only conceded 36 more points in the following 3 quarters.
Remarkable, but obviously it was whatever Coach Stuttle said to them in that first quarter break worked big time. So, who do they have left to play in this competition?
They have to go to Tartu in Latvia. Is that Latvia? I'm not sure. That's the last game, but it's not a meaningless game because they want to win and try and finish with a 7-1 record. Yeah. But objective number 1 was to get to the quarterfinals. Objective 2 was to see who you get in the quarterfinals. We'll wait for the second one. Objective 1 has been completed. And just to finish it off, just have a little look at the individual scorers. Deshaun Alan Akins with 22 points, 6 rebounds. Seneca Knight, 19 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists. Christian James, 13 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. And the other one that I want to highlight was Josh Ward-Hibbert with 9 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 steals. For Opava, top scorer Rob Howard with 14 points and 6 rebounds. Jakub Slavic had 13 points and 11 rebounds. Marek Kavbil had 13 points, and that was pretty much all they wrote for Opava, and an excellent performance.
Well, so satisfaction on the ENBL front. very interesting part of the domestic coming up, because obviously towards the end of this month they're going after silverware, which is the trophy final at Birmingham. Guess who they're playing? Bristol Flyers. And for the first time this weekend, the two teams meet.
In the league, that's right, in Bristol. So dress rehearsal for the final. MVPs of the game, Deshaun Allen Akins for the Eagles, Rob Howard for the Opava, who I noticed got a little tap on the shoulder and a handshake by Eagles managing director Paul Blake. Not that we're going to say anything else about it.
It's Seneca Knight situation all over again, but that wouldn't have been an easy choice, because Knight was a candidate, Alan Akins was a candidate, Josh Ward Ibbott was absolutely a flat-out candidate, so that would have been a tough choice to make, but congratulations to the person who received it.
Yeah, it's the opposition team that gives that nomination as
I'm
well.
well aware of that,
so that's good. But it's a great win, and you know, the European campaign goes on. 2 years in a row makes the quarterfinals. Will the Eagles go on better? Well, hopefully Dave and I will be here for the quarterfinal to let you know. But for tonight, as we see some of the highlights rolling by, we've finished tonight with Newcastle Eagles 84, BK Opava 69. Not sure we would have called that after the first quarter, but from Dave and myself, thanks very much for watching. Thanks very much for listening. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did, and hopefully we'll be back for the next round.
ENBLeague. Ice in the veins, ice in the veins.